When you were growing up, did you have a garden growing up or were associated with that in any sort of way?
So when I was growing up, there was no garden where I could actually grow any plants or anything as such. But I have a memory of me gardening with my grandmother in Goa, but that was just maybe once or twice. So she had a backyard garden, or let's say kitchen garden, but I didn't know it was called a kitchen garden back then. So just behind our ancestral home, there were some chili plants growing and some curry leaves. And then, of course, there were a lot of mango trees, coconut trees, which were not in that garden, but like basically in the whole property. But I distinctly remember we picking green chilies and curry leaves. So that is my only memory growing up related to gardening.
So, the next question is kind of related. What really inspired you, or who inspired you to actually start gardening and stuff?
Yeah, so I think the whole idea that one can grow vegetables in containers, that excited me the most because I never imagined that it is possible, firstly. That was super fascinating for me. And I would say there were multiple factors that inspired me to actually start Earthaholics or to start gardening per se. So one of it was when I saw a kitchen garden where everything was being grown. So at my grandmother's garden, I just had these two plants which I was exposed to. But again, going back to the Goa story, where one of my employees' kitchen garden was really, really like full, and there was so much of bountiful of harvest there that really like struck something inside me that wow, I want this and I want to do it, and how can I do it in India? And that's how my research on can I grow in pots started, and that's how I got into it. So
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. And while you were learning, yeah, yeah,
Okay, yeah, that was Alexa beeping, so
yeah.
I had to stop
Okay.
it.
While you were learning, did you like make any mistakes? And if so, how did you deal with them?
A lot of mistakes. So when I started growing, I thought this was so easy. And I was like when I attended the first few workshops, I thought this was wow, this is this simple. Just sow the seed and it's done. Wow, I can do this. And I think in 2010 or 11, I had at least 100 paper cups. I was so confident that I can nail this and this is so easy. It's like a cakewalk. So I sowed like more than 100 cups for tomatoes and like different quantities, but in total, I remember there were 100. And my mom was like, "Why do you even need so many? What are you going to do with like 100 plants?" So I said, okay, no, I want to do this, but none of them grew, none. So that was a master failure. And I also tried growing microgreens, and they started to grow. I was again super happy. I thought, wow, this is so easy. And then after a few days, I did not water them well, so they all started falling over. The soil level was too less, so again, it didn't work. So the first couple of times, somehow it couldn't grow, and I gave up after trying for I think 2 or 3 times because that was like the initial days when my motivation wasn't so high. I just thought this is easy, I can do it. And when I couldn't, just like your reflexes force you to quit sometimes. So I quit for like a couple of weeks, and then I got back to it again. So yeah, I failed miserably when I started.
Okay. Well, moving from mistakes, what was your first gardening success that you had?
So I was able to grow capsicum, though I didn't expect it to grow. So they were together. So because I sowed the seeds together, I kind of had the harvest approximately around the same time. But capsicum grows faster, so I could see the fruits of capsicum. Then I had some okra growing, and then I had tomatoes growing. So that was my first happy moment.
Has your gardening really like changed ever since you started, or the method that you used, or the way you like looked at it? As such?
Always changing. So because there are so many ways to do the same thing, and you learn from fellow gardeners. You learn from just anybody. Someone doesn't need to be an expert to teach you something. So maybe the way you grow microgreens is different, and something you're doing, it's like a recipe, and you do something. One small tiny step is different, and that gives you better results. And then it's nicer to implement that. So it's always changing.
And what was the easiest and what was the hardest plant you ever tried to grow?
Okay, easiest definitely was microgreens, because it's so fast that you feel happy and you feel proud of yourself that you could do it, especially when you're not into gardening and that's the first time you're trying something. So that was super motivating for me personally. And initially, I had trouble to grow plants which bear fruits. So probably I would somehow not transplant them properly or not give them enough sunlight. So this is also because I did not know enough. So I wouldn't say that there was one particular plant that was hard, but for me in general, fruiting plants were a challenge. I'm talking about vegetables like tomatoes, chilies, and all of these, even aubergine. They seemed challenging because I did not know enough. But as I started to know the needs of every plant, it became easy. So, yeah.
Okay. And are there any tips or tricks that you've picked up along the way of your journey?
Yeah, so I would say, to summarize everything, when we are talking about growing vegetables, let's say, because that's what I'm good at. So I always feel comfortable talking about growing vegetables. So I would always say that first you could look at how much space you have, how much sunlight do you have in that given space. So if it's your box grill, does it get sunlight for just 2 hours a day, or does it get sunlight for 8 hours a day, or what is that duration on an average? It sometimes changes every season. So during the monsoon, the sunlight in that same balcony is going to be different, probably because there's shadow or we don't know what. So on an average, we can gauge that, okay, my balcony gets sunlight almost all part of the day. And so once you know your space, then you know how much sunlight you have, and then you choose your plants, instead of saying, oh, I like to grow brinjal, and then you just sow the seed and have the plant there, and then realize, oh, this plant needs at least 6 hours plus sunlight, and now it's not doing well because there's less sunlight. So that's a little disappointing for anyone. So it's always better to do it in the other way, that analyze your space, analyze the sunlight, and choose plants that will do well in the given sunlight and space. So if you have less sunlight, just stick to leafy vegetables. If you have full sunlight, then go for all your fruiting vegetables. So I think I would summarize my tips based on these basics.
Yeah. Okay. And the last question, is there any piece of advice you would like to give to a new gardener?
I would tell them that it's really easy. You just need to know some basic things, like what are the plant needs. Just like we have friends, and each one is different, and each one likes different food or different, I don't know, each one has a different style, right? So it's the same with plants. So it's not so complicated like people, but so they just have certain water needs and certain sunlight requirements, and nutrition is pretty simple because you just add manure, and there are only 2 or 3 types of manures that one can choose from when you're just buying it off the shelf. So it's simple. So there isn't that variety. So once you get these things right, then you're sorted. So it's quite easy. So just whichever plant you love growing, even if it's a flowering plant, just check. It's so easy these days with so many apps, and also on Google. You can just check the sunlight needs for the plant, the water needs, and how much space does that plant need to sit in a pot. Is it a 12-inch pot, 10-inch pot, or a 6-inch pot? And then just choose that, and that's it, and water once a day, or based on which area you are in. If it's hotter, then maybe twice a day, and that's it. So then you can successfully grow any plant without killing them.